NFL things, obviously Jalen Hurts as well. But let's start with Mr. Tua, considering retiring, talking with the family. Did you have a thought that they were going to retire?
I was going to say, you got to think after you fucking knock your noggin that many times, you're going to think about
in one season,
sitting down. Like,
in a short week span.
Or at least someone in your family's going to be like, yo, you might want to sit down, G. Like,
literally.
It's crazy, though, how I just, like, you can't take the dog out the game, man. Yeah. I think he probably had some long nights. He really sat there and thought about that shit. But I think when it's just you and the thoughts, bro, like, how can I just walk away from this? Like, I'm in my dream. Like, you really at a point where you're ready. Like, it sounds fucked, but he's probably really ready to die out there, bro. I mean, if he's stepping back after all that shit, you can pretty much validates it for me. But we saw the shit of him saying that he's been working with a jiu-jitsu coach to practice, like, not hitting his head, which I guess because they do that shit where they like when they're about to get slammed and shit, they like pull their neck up so they don't fucking snap their neck back.
Right.
So I guess that'll help him, but like, I think you need to get bigger, homie, or something. I think he was just getting fucking whipped around, no? Like,
yeah. I mean, Cameron Wolf is the one that tweeted.
There's a lot of big mother. I mean, it's only so much you can do when the fucking 300-pound motherfucker is swinging you. So I guess, I don't know.
Right.
Not everyone can be Josh Allen.
Cameron Wolf on Twitter tweeting out this video saying, Tua says that this is his health and life. He thinks this is what's best for him and his family. Obviously, because there's a shitload of money involved.
100%.
But again, health and life.
Everyone's set up if I just don't bang my head.
And I'll tell you what though, this obviously, with Damar Hamlin's situation as well, Absolutely. We can highlight that he's cleared and ready to go again, which is obviously amazing to hear. But both of those, as kind of shitty as it is to say, what happened to Tua, what happened to Damar, really shined a lot of light on player health and safety moving forward.
And the fucking, I think, that of course, but I think what it shined another light on was just the dangers of fucking football.
Yeah.
Like, just show people that shit really isn't just all fun and games out there just with those guys. At any level, it's really not any fun and games, but especially with those motherfuckers at the highest level. Yeah. Like, and just some of the, I don't say don't scrutinize guys as much, but just remember what the fuck you're talking about, what those guys are out there doing. That's all I'll say. For
sure. And over to your Philadelphia Eagles quarterback, Jalen Hurts. Getting a bag. Signing a 5-year extension, $255 million.
How much is that guaranteed?
The deal includes $110 million, fully guaranteed.
How does that guarantee shit work? Does the guarantee shit get sprinkled into the $6 million, $13 million,
so
21?
What
30?
I see here is,
or is that sprinkled in, or does he just get a fucking check one day for $1.78? Like,
so
here,
110 fully guaranteed at signing the contract, and $126.5 million fully guaranteed to the quarterback by March of 2024.
So he gets 110 when he signs.
Yeah, the deal included, what I'm reading right here, the deal included $110 million fully guaranteed at signing, and then $126.5 fully guaranteed to the quarterback by 2024. It's an AAV, average annual value, of a $51 million per year. Now, something to take note as well.
Congrats, Can we get a clap it up for the young man? Yeah. Congratulations.
Hey, I saw a clip of Jason Kelsey talking about this, saying how proud he is, and saying said some really, really good things that I loved hearing from, his offensive lineman, his guy in the trenches, saying he's obviously really proud of him, but he let his work do the talking.
100%.
And the road that he had, getting pulled in the natty chip by Nick Saban, then going to Oklahoma, doing his thing. Then when he got drafted, everyone's like, who is this guy? Why are we drafting him? Carson Wentz is the guy. He was, off a damn near MVP season.
The Giants game.
Yep. And everyone's like, who is this guy? And then he takes over, let the work do the talking, and then he got his bag. So I think just a really good story. And we look at the salary cap.
He was a competent defense away from a ring.
That's also true. That's also true.
Or a fucking a right call, or a good field, or plenty of things.
Or like maybe not being so outcoached in the second half.
Yeah,
but let's go over some salary cap numbers here from Adam Schefter. In 2023, the cap hits after the $255 million extension. In 2023, cap hits for the Eagles are $6.15 million, and then 24, 13.5, 25, 21.1. 21.7, and then
So there's
26,
a lot of fucking
31.7. Now,
But
when
the
you
catches is not killing us.
correct.
Cap-wise.
Now, when you're looking at
fucking
Daniel
gigantic.
Jones's deal with the Giants,
Ha.
those numbers are drastically larger than what the Eagles are looking at. So, in a sense of, extending your quarterback and doing a team value, I should say,
It
because of
blows
this-
out the fucking water.
correct. So that's the thing to take.
Sorry,
note.
Dable. I like you and everything, but you got put into a shitty situation.
That's the difference there. So that Hurts won't go over. Schefter also saying that Jalen Hurts won't go over $32 million a season until 2027,
That's
which is
gigantic.
huge for what I almost said the Phillies, what the Eagles have
those
coming
guys.
up. Yeah,
Are they 500 yet? No.
No. Yeah, that's why I'm like, we'll get there, everybody. But huge for Jalen Hurts.
Wait, so that poses the question that we were talking about before we came live.
What's that?
Obviously, Jalen Hurts is the guy, young quarterback at the NFC.
I know where this is going.
There's no other young quarterback in the NFC you would rather have right now than Jalen Hurts. If you say no, just go in the bathroom, look at yourself in the mirror.
And then repeat it.
Remember, you're a human being that has a brain that needs to work right now.
Right.
But over the next 5 years, who's the next quarterback out the NFC you would rather have than Jalen Hurts? Young guy. 2 names come to my mind quickly. Well, 3 for real,
Yeah.
but it goes down to 2. I'm thinking Justin Fields, Brock Purdy, Trey Lance. Now, we could take probably Trey Lance off with the injury just because of that. Asterisk. Sorry, Trey. So between Justin Fields and Brock Purdy, which young quarterback at the NFC would you rather have for the next 5 years? I'm taking Jay Fields every single day over Brock, just for me. But we talked, and I think you have a little bit of different stance.
Well, for a athletic standpoint, 100%, it's Justin Fields. Pure athletic standpoint. Now, I'm going to say Brock Purdy here because of the role that he plays in the system, and he's able to lead a team down the stretch. And we saw that from Mr. Irrelevant, and he's able to lead a team there. And everyone's going to sit there and say, well, it's the 49ers. They had the best defense. They have Brandon Ayuk. They have CMC. They have all these weapons. He just had to come in there and be the guy and lead the team. Well, that's not so hard when you put it like that. It's still leading a team when, let's go before when Trey was hurt, bro. Well, let's look at what the record that the 49ers had.
Did they win 13 straight? Wasn't he?
Exactly. And they won all those games, and they took them to the NFC Championship.
Sturdy.
That's Brock Purdy for you. So I think everyone would say the easier decision to make is Justin Fields. But I'm saying as a guy that can fit into a system and be a leader in the system.
Exactimundo. A guy that can fit into the system.
Is Brock Purdy.
Jimmy G looked like a Hall of Famer in that motherfucker. Now, let me
Exactly.
not hate on Jimmy G. Now, Brock Purdy, first of all, Brock Purdy was snapping. I think Brock Purdy was having an out-of-body experience for 3 months.
I will make
And
a
I think
comparison.
I think it's extremely typical. I tip my cap.
I will make a
But
comparison.
if we go body of work, for me, body of work in a shit situation, and if you just ever need a reminder of how this kid can spin the ball, I mean, highlights can do justice, but you can just go watch an Ohio State game, and they're on YouTube. You can go watch a game, see this guy spin the ball against good defenses. The next 5 years, I'm saying, in the next 5 years, I have Brock Purdy going I got Brock Purdy going down like them crypto stocks.
Falling off a cliff. Okay.
And I got Jay Fields as 2017, 2018 Bitcoin. Like, he about to hit. Like, he might as well buy that. That's just what I think.
I will make a comparison from the system aspect. We're going to see, I think, a good comparison of this. We're going to see if Derek Carr can fit into that system in New Orleans.
Yeah.
And we can see, because you see all those videos, like when people compare like statistics from each quarterback, and they'll be like, in the last 5 seasons, would you rather have player A or player B? And they'll do those comparisons, and player A will be like, a Josh Allen, and player B will be like a Derek Carr. But everyone's picking player B, thinking it's not Derek Carr, and then it is Derek Carr. So it's not like Derek Carr's been bad, just hasn't been really put into good enough situations. Yes, he got Devontae Adams. Defense was a little rough.
I was a Derek Carr respecter, believer, enjoyer. And then I watched last year.
Yeah, and it was obviously tough. And I mean, we had him on our dynasty team, and we
I should have added investor at that too.
But that goes to my point as well. We, not only us, but a lot of analysts as well, professionals, had Derek Carr having an elite year last year as well.
Yeah.
And he disappointed by a large margin for sure. So now getting out of that system, throw everything in Vegas down the drain, and you're 30 at this point. Get to a new team, see if he falls into the system and becomes the leader that New Orleans needs.
I like
Jameis Winston, Andy Dalton.
Come on, bro. Don't disrespect my man Jameis like that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Come on.
Don't do that.
Just saying.
Don't do that, bro.
Just saying.
Don't do that.
It raises a good question, and I think it's a fair comparison.
No one has ever thrown for 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions, bro. Don't do my man Jameis like that, bro.
We're dropping 30. We're dropping 30 for 30s.
He's the best
by the
of
way.
all time, bro. He literally is one of a kind.